Yo, greetings. What's going on, Corey? How you feeling? How you feeling? Hope all is well. Yo, Haven, what's good? It is my intention that all is well with you guys. You are having a wonderful, magnificent rotation, and if you're not, hopefully you will be Hopefully you will be in a wonderful, magnificent mood after this presentation. You dig? You dig? You know what I'm saying? I'm highly grateful and thankful for all you guys who've been rocking out from the beginning, watching the videos, liking, commenting, sharing, XYZ, sharing love, sharing light. Grace, gratitude, and thanks. I'm highly grateful, and thankful for you guys who've been rocking out from the beginning, honestly, truly, and dearly. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up. Everyone who has ever sown to see with me, it will be returned 100-fold as the Most High using you as a divine vessel to divine support yours truly. It's all about divine support. I just want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks, peace, and prosperity to you and yours. Hope you know it never goes unnoticed. Really does help the channel, the foundation, my well-being. Yeah. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we watch these clips as a form of escaping the external chaos going on outside of ourselves, as we are all experiencing our own individuality. Yeah, that too, but individual realities. We are all experiencing our own individual realities. So, therefore, keep in mind, you are choosing to be here. You don't have to be. So, remember that before you fix your lips and say something stupid. I'm talking to the people in the back, bro in the back, sis in the back, who drawers are too damn tight, panties always in the bunch. Yeah, I'm talking to them people. You know what I'm saying? The people who always got something to say, like they up here doing that and doing this, and they speak verbally out to the public or to people and get judged, and they don't do none of that. They hiding it. They hiding in the corner, hiding with they tail tucked, but always got something to say. I'm talking to those people. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, yo, fist bump that. I got you. What's good, Corey? Anyhow, this video, we're gonna be chilling on this presentation. We're gonna be chilling. We got like an hour's worth of footage, but I want to chill this one. I don't really want to do too much pause, and you feel me? I'm on a wonderful frequency right now, honestly. I got out, it was sunny, as I told you guys it was going to be sunny this rotation. I went out, nature bonded, did some things like that. Beautiful energy. I'm on a very nice vibration and frequency. So we just gonna enjoy the vibe, enjoy the wave, and let it ride out. You know what I'm saying? So buckle up. Fasten your seatbelt. Enjoy the vibe, enjoy the ride. Let's get it, Haven. If you got party favors, snacks, XYZ, things of that nature, go ahead, get comfortable, be chilling. We got about an hour's worth of footage. With that being said, we're going to be here for like an hour, maybe hour and a half, something like that. Let's get it. Let's roll the tape. Red Cap, what's good, man? How you doing? I ain't see you in a while. Hope all is well with you.
Being book smart might get you them degrees, but being street smart will keep you alive. And I told y'all in the previous video, if you don't have already lost. There's so many people going around the word book smart as if it's the end all be all of intelligence. But what even is book smart? Because half of what's written in these books is curated, manipulated, and just flat out lies. We see that time and time again. Not only that, I keep telling y'all, books are nothing more than other people's opinions. Just like you can go sit your ass down and write something down and put it in a book, so did somebody else. You gotta remember, schools teach you how to memorize, not how to think. Want a nation of intelligence, the kind that keeps you alive. You know, the kind that lets you read a room before you even step into it. Kind that lets you know that something ain't right before you even have proof. That's street smarts, that's survival, that's intuition, sharpened like a blade. I cannot tell y'all how many situations I dodged just because my instincts was louder than my ego. I've been in a lot of spaces where I had to see before I spoke, listen before I move. A lot of y'all don't listen enough, actually talk too much. Should also be feeling before you decide. In them situations is when I truly learned who I really was, because when your back is against that wall, you gonna learn exactly what you made of. That's when you learn how to maneuver and how to adapt. Very people labeled as thugs, some of the smartest people walking this realm. They know how to navigate places where most people will not survive in, scared of. They move like strategists, they build like architects, and they protect like warriors. To me, that's not just survival, that's a different level of intelligence. Let me set the scene for y'all, because have you ever been around somebody with no street smarts at all? It's like babysitting a grown toddler. You gotta watch their every move, make sure they don't get finessed. Basically, you keeping them protected from the fact that they're naive. That shit can become exhausting. Like, watch yourself. Then you have to remember everybody not vibrating there. A lot of people put book smart over street smart. Biggest mistake ever. Because in my mind, I'm like, how do you not notice when somebody's sizing you up? How do you not feel when a situation about to go left? People really walk around here with no awareness, just floating through life. I'm not mad at it. Keep floating. But keep your damn head on the swivel while you at it. I'm always going to peep my exit. I'm always going to watch body language. I'm always going to make sure I'm not getting got. I remember back in the day going out with people that was way too trusting. So of course, they almost got us into some shit. First and last time I hung with their ass. The people that talk too much so they don't even realize what the fuck going on around them. Like, open your eyes and shut your mouth. Stop thinking everybody your friend, friendly ass. Meanwhile, I gotta be in the background in survival mode, still keeping it smooth. I'm looking at you over there being goofy and friendly, not even realizing you being played. Like I said, first and last time I hung with them people. The ones that get me the most is the ones that think just because they book smart, they know the most. You know nothing. Yeah, you might have straight A's, but you failing in life lessons, baby. You better know how to move. You better know how to read people. Because in life, it's not about what you know. It's about what you understand. I better peep why I always say understand. I stand under no one. Everything I know is because I went within and got the information, which is why my street smarts are precise. Intuition is on point. I know my favorite saying for y'all is pay attention. Hush and listen. I know I always come with the bars. Speaking of which, if you in Atlanta area, make sure you click the link below for the tickets for my next event. Y'all Soul Jam session April 25th and 26th. I know we're gonna have a good time. I'm also still accepting submissions for my open mic session. If you're interested, head to the link in my bio, click the events tab, and fill out the registration form. I'll be making selections by April 15th. I cannot wait to see all of y'all there. Make sure y'all had them dancing shoes on. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
Quick question for y'all. Humanity has existed for hundreds of thousands of years. Where are all the remains? Logically, there should be millions, if not billions, of skeletons buried across the planet. Am I right? Yet when it comes to ancient human remains, we barely even find anything beyond a handful of fossils, a handful of bones that supposedly go back a few thousand years. I just said humanity existed for hundreds of thousands of years. This is when I started questioning history, science, well, the history and science that we were taught and told. Because I also wanted to know why dinosaur bones that are supposedly 65 million years old are still being found today. So you trying to tell me you can't find human remains that are hundreds of thousands of years old, but you can find 65 million year old dinosaur bone? Are you serious? Why do dinosaur bones last for millions of years but human bones disappear? Now, some scientists believe that Earth naturally breaks down organic material. Okay, cool. So then why the dinosaur bones not breaking down naturally then? Some of them bones even found with preserved soft tissue. I'm starting to think the process of fossilization is selective. Or do y'all think this is proof of a past reset? You know, where humanity was once wiped out? Or is it just more proof that we live in a simulation? I'm giving y'all a lot of research to do. One thing leads to another, and I told y'all everything is connected. If you really want to dig deep, if you really want to know something, you'll go find the answer. Where's the best place to go find any answer that you're looking for? Ding, ding, ding. Go within. These are all the questions I started asking myself because I knew shit wasn't adding up. Stop taking everything at face value. Start asking questions and seeking the answers for yourself. Everything will start to make sense. Everything will start to align. Knowledge is powerful only when you apply it. I can't wait to hear y'all thoughts in them comments. Let me know your theory. Technically, these all opinions, so don't be disrespectful in them comments to nobody. As always, I appreciate y'all. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching. I remember when I told y'all anesthesia can cut off consciousness like a switch. Then does that mean that consciousness isn't inside our brain and it's coming from somewhere else? And if so, then where is it coming from? Who or what is controlling the signal? If consciousness is not in our brain, help me out here. Because if consciousness were in the brain, hear me out, an anesthesia would just make us groggy, right? Like, it wouldn't completely shut off our awareness like a light switch. So what if the brain is not creating consciousness at all, but receiving it. Yeah, like a radio picking up a signal. Then if consciousness is a signal, where is it coming from? Basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is the brain is the hardware and the consciousness is the software. Then the overall consciousness itself has to be coming from somewhere, like a higher dimension. TV screen is only displaying a signal from somewhere else. Then maybe our thoughts, sense of self, are coming from another higher plane of existence. All tapping into the same universal signal and interpreting it differently. How different radios pick up different radio stations, even though they pulling from the same frequency range. If when the signal gets disrupted, that's considered a near-death experience. I might have to say that for a whole nother video. Y'all know I'm just here to make you think, so I want to know y'all thoughts in the comments. Just remember, I'm having Yaya's Soul Jam session where we're going to tell stories through the music April 25th and 26th here in Atlanta, Georgia. Tickets are linked below if you're interested. Also, if you're a poet, a rapper, or a singer, I definitely want to see you there because we having our open mic session. I only have 5 slots available for open mic, so if you're interested, go to the link in my bio, click on events tab, and fill out the registration form. We'll be making selections by April 15th. Shout out to all the submissions that I've gotten already. Y'all showing out. Can't wait to see y'all there. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
So first is mermaids. Now you have a woman saying that her husband and her son seen a gnome running in their backyard. And she called it a gnome because she didn't know what else to call it. But those are duendes. You do know about duendes, right? This is about to be a long video. Let me tell you what happened. So short story short, this lady and her family moved to Utah from Vegas. So recently, while they've been outside cooking out, her husband and her son has been seeing this gnome or that duende running around in their backyard. So she does some research, and what does she find out? She finds out that people in Utah have seen them before, and they're not called gnomes. Matter of fact, look at this shit.
My husband and my son, he's 12, he's almost 13.
Listen to this shit.
They have noticed that there has been
Y'all better stop
a
playing.
weird little gnome. I'm gonna sound freaking crazy for saying this. There's a weird little gnome in our backyard that just apparently runs back and forth.
So apparently this woman is the only one of the 3.
Hold on. You see how she had to she had to give her self-confidence to talk about this kind of topic. It's sad that the people convinced people that certain things don't exist and you're going to sound crazy about talking about something that you've seen or experienced. And she had to literally give her self-confidence just to talk on this topic.
Listen to this shit.
They have noticed that there has been
Y'all better stop
a
playing.
weird little gnome. I'm gonna sound freaking crazy for saying this. There's a weird little gnome in our backyard that just apparently runs back and forth.
So apparently this woman is the only one of the 3 that can't see it. And that's because of spiritual reasons. But if you know anything about duendes, you know duendes are very powerful and very possessive. Now for the story inside a story. When duendes gain a liking to you, start communicating with you, they become possessive if you ever try and leave from their presence. And I say that to say this. In the same video, she said that they put out a basketball and they put out a row of pennies to see if the duendes takes them, plays with the basketball. And I always say, stop playing with things that you do not know. Because guess what happened? Look at this shit.
So we came back from dinner.
Look at this
Nobody's
shit.
been here. Ball's gone.
Look at they stacked up. Yo, stop playing. I'm out. Them leaving that basketball and those pennies outside might have opened up a door that they don't want to open up.
Is that some type of crystal on top of the pennies, though? That's my question. What is that on top? That looked like a quartz crystal on top of the pennies. Keep going.
Stop playing. I'm out. Them leaving that basketball and those pennies outside might have opened up a door that they don't want to open up. Duendes are very possessive. Do your research.
The elites that so-called control this world, they want spiritual people to believe that money is the root of evil. If we believe this, we will never be able to change this physical reality. Money is not the root of evil, but people do evil shit to get it. There's a big difference. In ancient days, the more knowledge and wisdom you had, you was considered rich. But in this world, money make you important. In ancient days, wisdom made you important. They flipped it. We have to understand what money really is. The true meaning of money is currency, water. We are 85% of water, so we are naturally money. It's a darker reason why they printed "In God We Trust" on American dollar bills or American money, period. This whole reality is just a test. All of our spirits is being tested every day. What would you do to get more of this? Would you sacrifice your body? Sacrifice someone you love? Would you hurt somebody? Steal from somebody? This is your ultimate test. And so many people fail it every day. Just remember, in ancient days, your wisdom made you rich. But today, anybody can get rich. You have so many people hiding behind money because they don't have no light or energy. But if they get money, they feel like they have light and energy. No, you don't. Your wealth or money was always connected to your health and how you treat other people, how you walk on this planet. Do you walk with your head high? Do you feel confident? How many people out there doing real spiritual work? Things like that define how much income you would get from the universe, but not no more. Let's get a little deeper into this money situation. When you go to work, you get a gross income. If you look at something nasty or something you don't like, you say that's gross. But when you go to work and get paid, they call it gross. They want you to find more ways to earn more money. So you have to go to work to earn money. But when you die in this physical world, they put your body in the urn. So you earn money while you alive. Then they put you in the urn when you die. So many people are sitting around waiting for a savior. Soon as you make money, you put it in your savings account. So Jesus is going to come back to save you. And we are sitting around just saving. Everything I just named is something you have to go through if you want to work for someone else. But when you use your own spiritual energy, you don't got to go through that system. If you are doing your spiritual work, you will always get paid. Just how they have credit card debt, well, you have spiritual debt. If you have a 4-digit ATM PIN number, you have a spiritual PIN number. Just remember, everything is a test to keep you here. So many people fail. Spiritual people, get rich. Get your money. That's the only way we can change this fucked up world. If you want to know more about this, check out my ebook. The link is in my bio.
If you say grand risings, the demons get triggered, but they have.
Correct. I agree with him. I remember I told this one chick that I know for some years, right? I seen her. We was both walking to the same store, right? This back when I used to burn herb. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? Flour and all of that. Mary Jane, whatever, XYZ. We on YouTube, so we can't just flat out talk how we want to talk. It's pathetic. Anyhow, we on the way to the store to go meet up with the same person. So I see her. I'm like, yo, what's good? Grand Rising. She like, what? Don't ever say no shit like that to me. I'm like, what? Like, Grand Rising, like, she like, nigga, good morning. I'm like, yo, it's nothing to mourn about. Ain't nobody dead. What are we mourning? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, nigga, don't ever talk like that to me. Don't say that to me, nigga. You know, ain't no effing Grand Rising. Like, I'm like, yeah, low vibrational at its finest. So I agree.
Have no problem showing their figures or blowing money just to show whose bag is bigger. If you see me online right now, this should sound familiar. It's crazy how they brainwash us all through social media because we failed to realize the TV is a medium, telling a lie to our vision because it's really the dead talking to the living. This is why good people God by definition.
How's Kanye? You have
well, I met like 5 or 6 different Kanye.
Do you remember when
the
he was
the first four was awesome. The last 2 was a little bit.
This is definitely gonna get copyrighted because of the song, but listen to this.
You have
well, I met like 5 or 6 different Kanye.
Do you remember when he was
the first 4 was awesome. The last 2 was a little bit.
Couldn't you be like, do a Steve Harvey, be like, enough of this?
The last 2 was like a little. Let's go back.
Because we are far greater than these politicians. You are literally a god by definition.
How's Kanye? You have
well, I met like 5 or 6 different Kanye.
Do you remember when
the first 4 was awesome.
You heard that? Music is like a sort of a mind your business thing.
That's business thing.
The industry, man. Crazy.
The origin of the word media is the Greek god of illusion, right? So most media, you know, they're using it as mind control. And a lot of times with black masculinity, there's only a couple of outlets for us to communicate it, right? And if you're not an athlete, if you're not the drug dealer, if you're not the drill rapper, then you don't get as much attention as somebody else, right? And I think that that is done by design, and that's done as an influence on our community. But it's kind of up to us to change that narrative, right? It all falls on us. Like, we have to take responsibility for it and not so much blame the system or the man. Right?
Shoot a nigga in the face if a nigga playing around with me. All these niggas, they be fake, they don't really know about these streets. Diamond jumping out the face, hop up in the rave, getting to the cheese. Yeah, nigga, I'm from Queens.
You have come so far, King. Don't want anyone or anything pulling you back.
That man spent 10 years of his life in prison for me.
And you
I gotta take care of him. Fucking me!
What if he is not the same person that you knew 10 years ago?
Why would he go at me? Especially at a time like this. We should be going against the system, not killing our own. This nigga just tried to kill your baby moms and you talking about the fucking universe? I don't care if it's the pandemic, New World Order.
Yo, this is really high beat though. Yo, I shouldn't even be laughing, but this is facts though. You heard what he said? Yo, he just tried to violate your BM. And you talk about the universe? Got it. This is funny.
Not killing our own. This nigga just tried to kill your baby moms and you talking about the fucking universe? I don't care if it's the pandemic, New World Order, police brutality, all this shit. Niggas still gonna be niggas who try to kill each other.
I am that I am. Ashe. I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors. Ashe. Bless this day, and may my intentions stay pure. Ashe.
So what are you? Predator? Or fucking prey?
I'm fucking grips surrounded by police. Same nigga was if it was in I can tell the cops that they do it. Give full details, me pull up in a Benz and pop off the gun well neat. And back down panic when the victims see me face. Him catch cold feet. I'm in the back in the innocent standby. Grandma see the crime walk past her and say aye. She look palm me and reply say she love how me say no I'm the boy. Shot in your face none of tie. Shot was a throat Columbia necktie. Your mother see your body then a weep and a cry. You are fully blood sport on the team and apply. Team and apply.
Shoot a nigga in the face if a nigga playing around with me. All these niggas, they be fake, they don't really know about these streets. Diamond jumping out the face, hop up in the rave, getting to the cheese. Yeah, nigga, I'm from Queens. When he came up out the bottom, fresh up out the trenches, I was serving fiends.
Hey yo, peace fam, source God, Orion TV, bang bang bang, more life family, bliss up, abundance, and I don't know, already. So council, if you are wondering what happens when Trumpelstiltskin is ready to send you home, but you claim your country can't take you, this is what happens. You get sent to maximum security prison in El Salvador. And this is no joke, my friends. Ask these 238 gang members from Trent de Aragua. I hope I said it right. They all just got sent down there. And this is how they're being dealt with. The most serious levels. So let me tell you something right now.
Like
if you think Trumpy Dumpty is joking or playing with people, you have another thing coming. FAFO. I am serious, council. Everything is flipped. They're not going to allow what happened in Europe and the UK to happen here. All those countries have been turned into third world shitholes right now as we speak. And Trumpelstiltskin has put his foot down. He's saying he's not having it. Again, don't allow this to cause you to get jaded. Don't get into any race wars, nationality wars, and beefs with people. At the end of the day, it's still them versus us if you want to look at it that way. If you want to go to a much higher esoteric level, it is just a waveform being rippled out. There's a lot of friction in the frequency, and everything has to balance. As it balances, as the order is restored, you're gonna see a lot of calamities taking place. Like I always tell you, it's not our monkeys, not our circus. We're just here observing these Cabbage Patch Kids and watching what timeline they create for themselves and knowing that we're not gonna partake in it. Do the exact opposite of all this. Don't be afraid to take your ass home without Trump having to tell you. It's time. You might want to look at this as a blessing in disguise. Maybe you need to take your ass home, and that's all it really is. Everyone's being put in their place. Anyway, family, this is what's going on. Don't end up on that boat. Anyway, stay up, stay lit, bang, bang, yeah.
Yeah, Council, so this is what happened when Trumpy Dumpty was talking about sending people home to like Cuba and like that cat who was like, oh, I'm not going home to Haiti, and anyone else who doesn't have a country of origin to return to. El Salvador's president called up Trumpelstiltskin and said, send them here. We'll deal with them, because he got all the best maximum security prisons. Family, this is the world you have entered in Machine City. Spiral up and out. Let's go.
Turn now to one community in Ohio, which is now the center of a growing national debate about civil rights, hate speech, and the Second Amendment. NBC News correspondent and NBC News Now daily anchor Morgan Radford visited the town of Lincoln Heights, where residents have formed an armed community defense group in the wake of a neo-Nazi rally. Morgan joins us now. You were there just on Tuesday. What did the residents tell you about what's going on?
Yeah, I was there just this week. John, it was fascinating because what's interesting is that this town was founded during the Great Migration back in the 20s as a refuge for black citizens, which is why it was especially painful when neo-Nazis suddenly appeared in this 3,000-person majority black town. But they decided to fight back, taking up arms and patrolling their own streets. Now they're at the center of a much larger debate about protection and free speech and who gets it.
These aren't police officers or soldiers.
They're business owners, their fathers, their sons, daughters.
These are the rebels right here. You hear me? These are the rebels that's going to rebel against. You know what I'm saying? Man.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch Program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty, protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of staff.
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, you know, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that having a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying I've never felt safer as a black in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved. But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch Group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Look at my baby. Fuck you talking about.
I respect the rebels doing what they got to do. I don't put it past them, Red Cap, honestly. But you know what's the irony and all of that, right? They say the Nazi symbol was against the J word. You know, we can't say that on YouTube, or they get a little crazy. Like, it's stupid that you got to watch what you say on the internet. It's honestly pathetic. But anyhow, the Nazi symbol was supposed to be against the J word, right? However, that same symbol is used against the melanated community when it comes to the faction of the Triple K members. Notice how I said faction. You feel me? So the faction of the Triple K members, they use the same symbol, but they're against the melanated community. You see how that ties? You see how that ties, right? But then they don't. It's crazy how they try to cover this stuff up. The Nazis used the Nazi symbol against the people that was under the J word. But the faction that's under the branch of the Triple K members, they against the melanated people. So are the melanated people the true J word or not? I don't know. I'm just asking questions, but you see how you see the mix up there, right? It's pathetic. Let's keep going.
Fuck is the sound about?
Just keep going, man.
Oh, I'm baby, that man. Yeah, what these doing? Fuck dick suckers coming.
I respect it.
Fuck on.
They can't do nothing. Like this is what they don't want. They don't want us to stand up for ourselves. Once the whole entire nation, the whole entire country, the whole entire melanated community get on this same page right here, this is what they don't want. This is what they're afraid of, because at that point they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy how this system is designed to be against people and be against certain bloodlines, and it's all pathetic to me. But like I say all the time, let's get this shift. We almost there where it's going to be time for eradication, for certain bloodlines to vacate, and it ain't going to be nothing they could do but either take a can of, you know what I mean, can of whoop ass, or get up out of here. And taking a can of whoop ass just leads to getting them up out of here anyway. So, you feel me? Eradication is coming. You feel me? They're gonna have to vacate and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. That's a fact. That's a fact, Tommy. We see it in the movies all the time. Yo, you know what? Yo, I'll give you this if you let me go. Yo, look. You could do all of that to them. I don't care, yo. You could sacrifice all of them, but just let me live. That they say that all the time. You feel me? That's what they be saying, not me. So cancel manifestation. We just using that as an example, but you know what's up. You feel me? I be trying, you know me. I be trying to be very careful with my words that I speak out my mouth. But it's crazy. Anyhow, let's get it.
All right, cool. Let the cars come. Just don't let them people come back no more. I ain't gonna even say Cincinnati, nigga. This Lincoln Heights. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what the funniest answer I got? I go, why do you think people are still in the Klan? 2024. And some guy yelled out, he goes, something to do! We all got our thing. Some people are into bowling. Some people like to draw. Some people like to blow up churches with innocent people in there. I mean, it's, it's all, whatever your trip is. You know why they still exist? You know why, right? Some people go, well, it's a First Amendment issue. It's a freedom of speech. We have this wonderful thing in this country, for white people only, called freedom of speech. I mean, they have to be allowed to join these groups. They have to be allowed to march down the streets with semi-automatic weapons, chanting the N-word, trying to create a race war on the internet, okay? They have to be allowed to do this. If they are not allowed to do this, it's a slippery slope. Next thing you know, there goes the town pool. So, you really have to be careful about censorship.
And then make jokes like, you see, like, yo, system right here, the system is lousy. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
You name one other fucking race that can do that. Yeah, no, I'm telling you. The reason why they still fucking exist is because they don't fuck with white people. That's basically it. If they did to white people what the fuck they've done to black people, how long do do you think that stupid fucking group would have been around? Maybe 5 weeks, because it was the 1800s and it took a month to get across the state to get to those idiots. And they would have mowed them down with the first machine gun that was the size of a fucking cannon. And that would have been fucking it.
You're not lying, though. That's a fact.
No, you don't believe me? Do you remember 9/11 when those brown people knocked down those 2 perfectly good white buildings? My people lost their minds. Kill all those motherfuckers! Blow up that whole side of the plant! Anybody with a brown shirt?
Yo, he's not lying, though. Yo, he's not lying. They really lost their mind. Because I remember when I was in school. I was in elementary school. I think 4th or 5th grade, one of them, when that whole 9/11 stuff happened. And I remember living through that era. They was tripping, bro. They was tripping, bro. He ain't lying. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It's sad, but he ain't lying. Yo.
Down those 2 perfectly good white buildings? My people lost their minds. Kill all those motherfuckers! Blow up that whole side of the plant! Anybody with a brown shirt? Yeah, the exact same people. If the Klan or Proud Boys does some fucked up shit, what is the best we have? The most liberal of my people. What's the best we got? Oh my God, that's terrible. Can you believe that? Oh, what is wrong with people? I mean, I just don't get it. God. Are you guys watching Baby Reindeer? That is fucking amazing. No, you have to watch it. It is.
Yeah, Council, this is that big chop. And the natives are not the same pacifists that you found when you first got here. They're taking up arms and you will get chopped. Let's go.
When people thought God was a man, they had no problem with it. But as soon as you say that the woman is actually the goddess, they mad. What the fuck is you mad for? You have to understand that religion is the father, spirituality is the mother. When you are into religion, they want you to say the father, the father, the father, the son, the son, the son. But when you go to spirituality, it's all about coming back to Mother Earth. I want people to understand that we are dealing with stories. The first story was her story, which was abundance and love. Give, give. Take care, take care. When the goddess was in her true form, we had nothing to worry about. The water was clean, the sky was clean, every fruit and vegetable was organic. We were 5th dimensional beings. Whatever we thought about, it manifests like that. It's because we had the goddess within us. The right brain, right brain. But when we start saying that God was a man, Father Time took over. The world we living in right now is controlled by Father Time. Power, greed, corporation, me, more. What about me? What about me? When the goddess energy fell, that's when man came in and rewrote history. Now we are stuck in this fucked up frequency. Before we gave everything, now we are taking everything. The mother gives, the father consumes. Now we are consumers. It's getting to the point where we fuck around and consume the whole damn planet because we are not tapped back into the goddess. When I make videos like this, I'm not trying to compare, say the man is better than a woman or the woman is better than a man. I'm speaking about certain laws of the universe that we don't live by no more. If we cannot tap back into the goddess, we're not going to make it. Spirituality is becoming so numb that even if a man say that he have a goddess within her, they going to say, no homo. Pause. A man can't have a...
Yo, pathetic, bro. Pathetic. Oh, goodness. Do you know how much people I used to be around? But anything you got to say is pause. Like, are you paused? Damn, like crazy. So I feel like on a whole different level that y'all probably don't even understand or understand right now. Yo.
The goddess within him, but yet we all come from the womb of the goddess. So you mean to tell me we was in her womb for 10 months and we don't have none of that in us? This religion shit brainwashed us. It took us away from the mother and put us in the father's frequency. If you like doing research, just go research Sophia in the archons. Once you study Genosis, it will actually tell you how everything took place. But if you really want to know what really happened, Go outside in nature. I guarantee the goddess will talk to you. When you mix your wisdom with spirituality, you will understand that there's no real competition between man and woman. It's one force. And the reason why we are weak is because that force is not working together. Man is not better than woman and woman is not better than man, but when they come together, boom, you get the big bang. You get a power source that nobody can fuck with. If you want to know more, check out my ebook. The link is in the bio.
Let me tell y'all a true story, B. So, boo, watch this video to the end. You aliens better get the hell out of my country. I told you this. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
There are three generally accepted kinds of aliens. The Greys,
this is probably gonna get copyrighted.
Insectoids, and the Reptilians.
3 kinds of aliens that are known, they saying. 3 kinds. Greys, insectoids, and reptilians. Let's keep going. I got background noise. I'm gonna mute back up.
Come on.
But 9 times out of 10, what people report seeing are the Greys.
Interesting.
In fact, I'm dubious about the other 2 altogether.
Really?
Especially the Reptilians. I don't think those accounts are credible.
Stop playing with me, son. You aliens don't scare me at all. I ain't scared of nothing. I already know what you aliens really are. You're falling You stay below the firmament because you can no longer go above it. You've been kicked out of the heavens. Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just telling you facts. So don't be scared if you see these little gray aliens running around the streets. Come to the hood with that. I heard you've been abducting people. You won't stand a chance in my hood trying to abduct anybody. All you go hear is... It's not a game. Come on!
The first thing we need to do is determine whether or not you actually are experiencing an encounter.
Really?
Is that a test?
It's not a game.
Just a series of questions. Helps weed out the lunatics.
Really?
Good. Let's do it.
Stop playing with me, son! Are you ready for these questions? Come on!
Have either of you seen any bright lights in the sky above your neighborhood that moved in an unusual way?
I've seen that.
No.
Okay.
Have you experienced any severe headaches or migraines?
Nah.
Nope. Either of you heard a ringing in your ears that seems to be happening only inside your head?
Yeah.
Yes.
Playing with me, son. I've experienced that, actually.
Yo, this dude, man. Yo, this is facts because, yo, what's good, DJ? I was muted up, but yo, he ain't lying though. Facts. We done seen the stuff in the sky. We got the ear ringing. So it's like, yeah, you see this guy? Yeah. This clip is funny.
Migraines?
Nah.
Nope. Either of you heard a ringing in your ears that seems to be happening only inside your head?
Yeah.
Yes.
Playing with me, son. I've experienced that, actually. Now ask me if I'm scared. Absolutely not. Come on.
People think of aliens as these beings invading our planet in some great cataclysm, destroying monuments, stealing our natural resources.
Crazy.
But it's not like that at all.
What is it like?
The invasion already happened.
Really?
No one knows exactly when. But they're here. They've been here.
Wow. I'm playing with me, son. What do you mean they've been here? I'm pretty sure they've been here because I remember a long time ago when I was a kid. I was on 49th Street and 4th Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, Sunset Park, looking down to the water, and I remember seeing a UFO go. It was so fast I couldn't even get a picture of it. Matter of fact, I don't even think I had a phone at that time, so there was nothing I could do. But just
I remember those times back then. There was no cell phone, none of that. You just go outside and rock and vibe out, like good times. I ain't gonna lie. I had a good childhood, y'all. I had a good, fun childhood just being a kid. And I just look at like modern, modern, like, modern kids now of now time, most of them don't got no damn childhood. Most of them is stuck in the phone, glued to a phone, glued to video games, and little to no attention from their parent because their parent is glued to their phone. XYZ. You feel me? That's a fact. I grew up, man, I had a good ass childhood, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I had a good ass childhood. That just takes me back when he's saying that. Like, yo, I was over here doing this and that, and I didn't even have no phone, and I couldn't even record it. Like, man, I wasn't around for rotary phones. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't around. It took me a while, to even understand how rotary phones even work. Feel me? I never had one, but like, seeing them and things like that, being able to buy them, I'm like, yo, how does this even work? And I realized you gotta literally get the number, spin it all the way around, let it go back, get the new number, spin it. Man, I used to always think, like, how does that phone even work? But yeah, good childhood I had, man. I'm just reminiscing, that's all.
But no one's gonna believe it unless you see it.
All of that, Tommy, fire hydrant, all that. I remember one time I had a monkey wrench and I opened a fire hydrant, right, on a block. Just being young, you feel me? I opened a fire hydrant on the block, we lit, we thinking it's good. The fire truck's dead pulled up, turned it off, took our monkey wrench. It was my monkey wrench, literally. Took my monkey wrench, so we can't do this. What am I even doing with a monkey wrench? I'm like, yo, we just trying to have a good time with this contaminated water anyway. Whatever though, let's get it. Yo, things like that, man. Red Cap, things like that, man. Like, not saying good times for that kind of scenario, but good times when everyone was together, everything was at least a little bit harmonized. Good. I had some really good times when I was in my childhood, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's get it though.
So-called aliens that they claim that exist, those aren't aliens. Those are fallen you know what the other word is. If I ever see one of these aliens in public and they try to abduct me, you know that's not gonna happen.
The beings that control and manipulate this realm are extraterrestrial reptilians from the Draco constellation. These are the ones affiliated with the government and the entertainment industry. These beings have a tyrannical mindset opposed to the law of one. They're against Christ consciousness and unity. Now, they do eat flesh. They do believe they're more superior to humans. Some of them actually have wings. The ones in the higher hierarchy actually do have wings and can fly. They typically are from 7 to 13 foot tall. These beings are the ones responsible for us being in an amnesia state. They thrive off low-frequency energy like fear, sadness, grief, and guilt. The 13 families of the Illuminati consist of this extraterrestrial bloodline. A lot of these beings exist in subterranean bases. Most of them derive underground. They use high-tech equipment to bend light photon particles to hide their reptilian shape. But most don't realize is that these beings don't only have the ability to actually shift from reptilian to human tech equipment to bend light photon particles to...
Wasn't we just talking about bending light and causing deception in one of these previous presentations? Here we go. Let's go back a little bit more and listen again.
They consist of this extraterrestrial bloodline. A lot of these beings exist in subterranean bases. Most of them derive underground. They use high-tech equipment to bend light photon particles to hide their reptilian shape. But most don't realize is that these beings don't only have the ability to actually shift from reptilian to humanoid, they also can appear completely invisible. These beings can literally be in the room with you and you wouldn't know it. To put it in perspective, think about the technology that the predator used when he's hunting. Typically, when people imagine these reptilians, they imagine them being green, but there's also a lot of dark, melanated looking ones, black draconians, if you may, okay, that actually do have Nubian looking features, the thicker lips. Some of them even have hair. Some of them are part mammalian with the widow's peak as well. When they say shadow government, these are the beings they're speaking of. These are the beings that basically control things from the dark.
You heard what he said, right? I feel like that follows up with Blade, how they had the pure bloods and then the hybrids. But then you see how the hybrid wanted to take over and he knocked off the pure bloods. He sacrificed the pure bloods in the ancient ritual to resurrect some type of ancient deity that consumed his vessel and harbored his vessel. But then, you know, Blade, aka Wesley Snipes, came through and shut that all down pretty much. I think that's a depiction of that. Let's say that again.
Some of them even have a hair. Some of them are part mammalian with the widow's peak as well. When they say shadow,
I think that's what they was depicting in Blade, because obviously, like, okay, vampire, let's go to the vampiric system. You know, the vampiric and reptiles, they tie up. You feel me? They eat flesh, they consume and drink blood, XYZ, things like that. By the way, YouTube, we just joking. This is entertainment purposes only. If you follow, you follow. Anyhow, yeah, you feel me? It all ties up. So I feel like that was a depiction of that. You feel me? You know, they got to show us and tell us through the big screen TV and through the media, and you know what I'm saying. Let's keep going.
government, these are the beings they're speaking of. These are the beings that basically control things from the darkness. This is why there's a war between the light and the dark. The light will expose those camouflaged and hidden in the dark. This is what the Great Awakening is about. It's about fully becoming aware of everything that's going on. Peace to the chosen and enlightened ones. A brother on Facebook sent me this. This is clearly an extraterrestrial, all right? This is a UFO. As I expressed to you previously, the metallic ships are generally manufactured by the government, all right? But when you see these light ships, these are from higher dimensional beings that operate these ships via their consciousness. These ships literally have the ability of opening portals and bending space and time. They can literally rip holes in the fabric of space and time, go through a wormhole, seal it back up like they never was there, all right? They mastered that ability of actually doing that. They have technology that we can't fathom. As the frequency increases on the planet, there's going to be a lot more reports of UFOs, all right, or UAPs, whatever you feel comfortable calling them, all right? These are ancient astronauts, and they're very interested in our ascension process. Now, a lot of people are very skeptical and would actually imply that these extraterrestrial biological ancient astronauts never existed, all right? But I beg to differ. There's several scripts, actually over 100 scriptures in the Bible that actually clearly indicate that they were referring to some form of extraterrestrial sky people or some type of UFOs and things of that nature that they were seeing. There's actually several scriptures that make mention of flying chariots, all right? Their vehicles at the time were chariots, just like we know vehicles as cars and trucks. So if they mention a flying chariot, they're referring to some sort of flying vehicle. Check out Psalm 68:17. It said the chariots of God are twice 10,000, thousands upon thousands. This just sound like a fleet of extraterrestrials. This was the fleet that they was talking about that they seen in the James Webb telescope. It would actually be great if people realized that a lot of the religious teachers that they actually show veneration to are extraterrestrials, all right? Even down to Yeshua, and you know, was an extraterrestrial of some sort, all right? He often made mention of the heavens and things of that nature. We know that in Greek, Uranus, which was Orion, was the translation of heaven. These beings were for the constellation of Orion. This is where Heru is from, all right? And this is why he's the color green, all right? We were different colors at one point, all right? As we fell in consciousness, we began to adopt these brown and copper colored complexions. Some of the ones, like my complexion, what you deem as light skin, was straight gold, like golden complexion, like luminous bright gold, like the beings that was in Guardians of the Galaxy. We all have multiple different colors and complexions. Some of us are from the Lyran star constellation. Some of us are from the Palladian constellation. Some of us are from the 11th dimension and descended from the Arcturian lineage. Bottom line is a lot of us have different extraterrestrials that may be interested in our ascension process. All right, so I'm a sky watcher. I'm one of those people that I'm always looking. Pay attention. You'll be surprised what you will see, especially if you're chosen. 9 times out of 10, you're being monitored by your star family. Why these sun prophecies are fulfilling, continue to detox your body, all right? Utilization of chlorophyll, utilization of chlorella. Ensure that you're removing all parasitic organisms from your body. Primary components to kill all parasites, okay, so you can fast and begin to leave the genetically modified food alone is wormwood, black walnut, as well as whole cloves. It doesn't only kill the parasites, it also eradicates their eggs. 7,000 milligram chlorophyll is phenomenal for chelation therapy. Okay, it's composed of spirulina, chlorella, cilantro, as well as copper. Okay, and copper is phenomenal, and it's something that we actually need, and it allows our blood to flow better. All right, utilization of copper. Copper also creates an RF barrier, which is a radiation frequency. It will protect you. This is why I wear copper bracelets also. Get your copper bracelets. I do have the chlorophyll as well as the parasite cleanse available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Don't sleep on these copper bracelets. They are phenomenal for protecting you against EMF frequencies. If you're interested in astral projection or lucid dream like no other, I highly recommend trying lucidamine. This is a great nootropic that's phenomenal for things like astral projection and lucid dreaming. It's very powerful, so you only need one capsule until you get familiar with it. Then at that point you can graduate to taking 2, but it's something that's very potent, and if you're not used to it, I only recommend taking 1. It's not for women that are nursing or anyone under the age of 18. Harataki is another.
Not for anyone under 18. That's some serious stuff then, huh?
A phenomenal herb for decalcifying as well as activating the third eye chakra. Harataki is the Ayurvedic herb that the deity Buddha is holding. Okay, again, it's known for its ability to activate your clairvoyance. Keep in mind, Cosmic Family, that we are actually graduating to the ability of utilization of telekinesis and telepathy. All right, so this is why we have to decalcify and activate our pineal gland. A lot of us are actually requested to receive downloads and transmissions from our cosmic star family. All right, believe it or not, a lot of them can't come down to this plane of existence because our frequency is too low. So oftentimes they'll try to telepathically communicate with some of us that can handle the frequency because we're used to it. Okay, because we're used to this plane of existence. They'll try to facilitate certain messages through us. If our pineal gland, however, has.
What if it's hard to telepathically communicate because we can't, or some can't see? Like maybe some folks have to see what they're telepathically communicating with. So therefore, it's hard to telepathically communicate and use your telepathy because you can't physically see what you're communicating with. That's a good theory, huh? I just thought about it, so I said something. Let's get it. That's a fact. Some people are energetic parasites.
Calcium deposits, instead of receiving that transmission, it would actually be accepted as a loud, piercing ring. Now, if you ever hear ringing in your ear, Cosmic Family, don't just assume it's the ancestors, okay? Things like ginkgo biloba is phenomenal for eradication of macular degeneration as well as tinnitus. You can also use crystals like shungite for EMF protection, all right?
Tinnitus, red cap, ginkgo biloba.
To block out any nefarious extremely low frequencies or ELF waves. Do have the ginkgo biloba available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Told y'all a few days ago in a video I made that we are descendants of the Nagas, all right? And this is why some people can actually summon these UFOs. We have the genetic makeup to do so, all right? And we are actually basically descendants of these cosmic beings. Right now is a wonderful time to be alive, gods and goddesses, all right? And the sun is rapidly activating us, all right? And it's not a situation where you think you have time. Often, one of the biggest mistakes we make is putting things off till later. I'll get that later. I'll do this later. I'll meditate later.
Herb, though. It's not a stimulant. It's a herb, Red Cat. I'm a bit confused with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. But he's not lying what he's saying. We like stop putting these things off, like grounding, like sun gaze, and like all these things. Like even me, I had to tell myself that earlier. Like, yo, bro, like it feels like every time I want to go out and nature bond and things like that, there's something in my way trying to keep me in the house. Like, oh no, I go next time. Nah, I said forget that and went. You feel? I'm like, nah. They not about to. Nah, let me go ahead because I want to do this. I wanted to do this. So why? You feel me? Why do I feel like it's something trying to alter my path or alter me trying to go do what I'm trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? Like something's trying to influence me to stay in the crib in the dark from being under the sun XYZ. I'm like, nah, I'm heading out. But okay, no problem, right, Cat?
I'll ground later. This is something where we can't assume that we always have the time. We need to get ourselves right now, because the dimensions are rapidly shifting and the timelines are moving so fast that before you know it, it's going to be like this. So cleanse yourself. Ensure that you're moving in higher resonance to your primordial God essence, all right? You're removing all parasitic organisms from yourself. You're exercising, you're training, you're getting outside, you're sun gazing, you're grounding. You're not worried about anybody around you or thinking you're crazy. You're communicating with nature and the trees. You have a symbiotic connection with nature. You realize that everything is alive, all right? And that everything meets a love frequency in order for it to be uplifted. So you display that. You emanate love everywhere you go. This is the keys to real primordial ascension and accessing the fifth dimensional realms. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension. Bro. Peace to the gods and goddesses.
That was a part of their plan. You know, like, yo, we're going to scare people and disconnect them from being so communicative and interactive with others that after this year, which was that year that happened, that they don't want to be outside no more around people, XYZ. That's insane. That's insane, bro. What is it going to be? 5 years soon since that happened? I know the winter of this year would make it 5 years, right? That's insane, bro. It's already been 4. And it don't even... Anybody else feel like that? It's been 4 years already. It don't feel like no 4 years since that stuff happened. But let's keep going.
I actually spoke with a lot of the chosen ones that said they encountered me in the astral realm. All right. Now, one thing I want to actually state is that a lot of us are going to be meeting in the astral plane. OK, I have seen myself in the astral. I'm actually speaking to a lot of the gods and goddesses, a lot of different brothers and sisters and things of that nature, a collective of people. Now, at the time when I was communicating with a lot of these people, I didn't know who they were. We were just building. I was just in an environment with people, and I was in the spirit of teaching, and we were basically getting into esoteric subject matter. And I also have been seeing myself in schools, oftentimes in the lucid dreams. And I expressed in several other videos that when you see yourself in a school, that means you currently have access to the Akashic records. All right. So whenever you're in a dream and you notice a school or anything of that nature, at that point in time, if you were to go into a library or pick up a book, you would actually have a segue point to the Akashic records where you could read information that may not no longer be available to us in this third dimensional construct. All right. Such as libraries like the Library of Alexandria, where a lot of our ancient historic documents were burned. All right, the Library of Timbuktu, just to name a few, all right, that were eradicated and burned. All right, a lot of ancient history is actually removed. Now, some allege that the Vatican actually holds a lot of that information in esoteric data. All right, but I can't deny or confirm. All right, for this app, I can't deny or confirm, but some do allege that the Vatican does hold a lot of those ancient archives and relics. Most of us are more powerful in the astral plane or in the spiritual realm.
It's sad that we gotta literally throw a filter on our verbal. You feel me? It's sad that we gotta throw a filter on our voice box. We gotta throw a dampener on our voice box for these damn platforms because they talk about community guidelines of XYZ. It's pathetic, bro. It really is pathetic. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the dampening the voice box and having to throw a filter on. And come on, bro. It's pathetic, bro.
Higher rank than we do in this regular incarnation. All right, a lot of us are ancient teachers. All right, a lot of us are when we use the term gods and goddesses, it's not a cliche term. Okay, you are very powerful. All right, you are primordial. You existed multiple lives before this current incarnation. Okay, this isn't your first incarnation. The concept of hell is false. The concept of heaven is false. Heaven and hell is within self. When you access your higher self, you're actually accessing heaven, the crown chakra. When you are in your lower self, you're in your hell state. All right. This is why hill is an anagram for hell. All right. It's the lowest part of your body. It's the lower self. All right. So you have to remember that you are the god or goddess that you have been looking for. One goddess actually told me that I was showing her how to amplify her chakra luminosity, basically. utilizing her hands or whatever the case may be. She was explaining to me that it was basically like a dimmer on a light switch, basically, and I was showing her how to basically turn up her luminosity or her resonance, basically. And part of me can remember fragments of it, okay? And that's the weird part about it, is I can have a dream right now and remember something clear. You may not have that dream or remember it, but in that fourth dimensional link, we were both there simultaneously. You just may not remember the information till later on in this third dimensional construct. I know it sounds complex, but the past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously. I remember seeing one brother in the astral realm, and he actually walked up to me and told me he see my videos and things of that nature. And we were flying around. I said, oh man, it's good to see you. I said, oh, and then we start flying around and stuff like that. You feel me? I never actually got a chance. He never messaged me later on after that. It was just in that particular experience, that's what transpired. The truth is, a lot of us that have a connection on this app, all right, actually know each other in the astral plane. We just are seeming like we're getting to know each other now, like the ones that are cool, the ones that are consistently in communication, that brother or sister that you always have a good rapport with. You probably know them in the astros. You probably knew them in past lives. All right, you probably are always consistently cool with them and are actually probably literally spirit family with those individuals. Now, for those that are interested in astral projection or lucid dreaming, I highly recommend utilization of herbs like mugwort as well as blue lotus. Both herbs are smokable and can be brewed into teas. I do have high quality blue lotus as well as mugwort leaf available on.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be truthful with y'all. I want to do both. You feel me? And get the most effects out of it. Brew a tea and consume some in the, the burnable way. Gotta be careful with YouTube. I'm just taking that caution. Pathetic. Anyhow, you feel me? Do both methods. Tea, brew the tea, and burn some. And then get the rest. But I'm talking about right before rest. Not I'm getting ready for bed. I'm talking about you ready for bed. You like, all right, let me do this real quick. Make this tea, drink this tea, burn one of these real quick, lay your ass down. Ooh-wee. And just see where that takes you, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll be experiencing things without these kind of things. You feel what I'm saying? I do be having actual experiences. I've had experiences that he's speaking of, like meeting up with certain people and congregating and things like that. I've done things like this. So it's like to take these herbs to furthermore enhance our abilities, it does not sound like a bad idea at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm leaning towards getting to it eventually when I'm in proper position. But let's keep rolling.
Holistic remedies for ascension, link in bio. Lucidamine is also phenomenal for amplification of lucid dreams due to the alpha GPC, okay? Lucidamine is very potent. It's not recommended for anyone under the age of 18 or pregnant or nursing. I do have the Lucidamine available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. Ormus is also phenomenal for activation of the pineal gland and great for dream recall. I use colloidal gold and colloidal silver every day. This will ensure that your trace minerals aren't depleted. This is what they use in ancient Kemet and refer to it as the Philosopher's Stone. Do have the colloidal gold available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension, link in bio. As we begin to shift through dimensions, the dream world is becoming very, very peculiar, all right? More and more of the chosen ones are saying it's more and more difficult to discern between the dream world and the real world, okay? I've been flying around. I've been actually showing people, hey, I can fly now. And, I can tell that the activation is actually about to turn on, okay? Now, when I'm flying around in these transcendental states of consciousness, I expressed in several videos that typically what I feel is energy in the solar plexus chakra. It's typically in the stomach, all right? And during my waking reality, a lot of times I've been feeling that same energy in the pit of my stomach, okay? I can feel something happening. I personally believe what happens is when the serpentine energy rises, it actually starts in the solar plexus chakra. This is where the heat is stored. All right, this is why when the Kundalini, again, it rises from the base of the spine, but I believe that heat that it picks up along the way comes from the solar plexus chakra. And as I expressed, the astral plane is where you ascertain your powers, okay? This is where you already have the abilities of flight, growth, running super fast, like characters like the Flash. Now, the way it's facilitated is this energy. It's an energetic umbilical cord, which you see here. Now, you always can't see it with the naked eye, but it's always there, all right? And that energy that's facilitated from these fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional, higher dimensional realms of existence is actually facilitated through this energetic umbilical cord. Basically is what I refer to it as. All right. And this is how you have the ability of getting more downloads later. Once I start astral projecting more, cosmic family, I started seeing auras more. Everything started heightening once I started lucid dreaming or astral projecting. And actually it became more easy and more easy. I recommend sun gazing. I always recommend grounding. Anything that strengthens your electromagnetic aura field. Copper bracelets, okay? Get the copper bracelets on Holistic Remedies. These are phenomenal for RF shielding and also increasing your electromagnetic aura field. I'll also recommend crystals like Moldavite, all right? Moldavite actually derived from a meteorite that crashed 15 million years ago near the Moldau River in Bohemia. It's very powerful. Just holding the Moldavite in your hand, you would notice the energetic resonance of it.
I got Moldavite right here on my necklace. That's the main charm. Main charm is Moldavite. Main charm on my bracelet, Moldavite. You know what I'm saying?
And these are available on Holistic Remedies. Moldavite is what you refer to as called a tektite. A lot of people report losing their Moldavite. Moldavite has been known to, once it's fulfilled its purpose, to disconnect itself from its owner. Moldavite is that crystal that's actually known to connect the third dimensional construct to the spiritual realm. It's great for activation of the heart chakra as well as the third eye chakra. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.
I don't know what's going on with the world, y'all, but this is crazy. This is one of the most interesting videos that I have ever made to date. What you're looking at over here, this is in Belgrade, Serbia, okay? Now, this looks like a peaceful protest, but something is about to happen. I'm going to play this video out, and then I'm going to explain what is happening, y'all. Check this out. This is crazy. So just like every other country, the people in Belgrade, Serbia want to uphold the government for the dirty things that they have been doing, but the government did not like that. So this is what they did, y'all. Now, what you're about to see here is frequency manipulation. Tell me why the government was using frequency manipulation on the people, y'all. Look at this. This is crazy. Like I said, y'all, it was a peaceful protest, but the government got tired of this because they wanted the people to go home and out of the streets, and they unleashed an LRAD frequency manipulation machine on them, y'all. Let me show you what people were saying, what it felt like. Now, this is directly from the horse's mouth. The person that you saw holding the camera is the one who wrote this, all right? 500 to 8,000 people there. This happened during their 15 minutes of silence that they were doing for the people that were unalive in the government corruption. He said they activated this so they can go away. Literally can't sleep now, shaking. This is a war crime. And I was there. The sound was that of a car crashing at high speed. No one knew it was coming. People just got confused and got scared. It didn't feel like they were crushing us, but it just sounded like they were being crushed. Oh my goodness. So now when you look at this video and the people just started running out of nowhere, it makes sense. Man, this is literally crazy, man. What do you guys think about this? What would you do in a situation like this, y'all? Let me know down in the comments below. The shift is here. Peace in. So did you guys know that Thailand have a Black American hood cosplay?
This is disrespectful, but this just shows that people really want to be like us. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Y'all see this? Now you guys know the real reason why Black History is in the month of February. You can't make this stuff up. Why you got everybody in America going out to play Dungeons and Dragons, people in Thailand are actually cosplaying us. This is crazy, y'all.
Crazy.
So is this what we're depicted as? This dude over here pouring it out. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to feel about this, y'all. I mean, we are trendsetters, right? So the word that sounds phonetically close to the N word, right, means to like in Chinese. And in Japanese, it means bitter or better. A-E-I-O-U, bitter or better. So are they emulating us because they see us as better, or are they bitter? Cause this is crazy. I don't know how to feel about this. What you guys say about this? I mean, they nailed it, right? Monkey see, monkey do. But it puts a deeper perspective on why to Black History Month is in the month of February, because it's not just should be us loving on us and appreciating us. You know, we have other people doing it too, just to remind us of what we should be doing. But hopefully in a better light, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. Being a thug is cool and all, but don't forget we're also royalty. Remember, everything exists because of us. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. It's here. Peace in.
I recently just made a video called The Fall of the Negative Social Media Influence. I'm talking about news stations, rappers, actors, bloggers, etc. Y'all get the picture. And I was thinking it wasn't really nothing worse than the female rappers. But again, the negative female bloggers are even worse because they reach a wider range of an audience. And what they are promoting is not to have empathy for men, which in turn destroys the families because they can never start. I'm talking about people like Angela Yee. It's like no matter the situation, she'll spin a narrative to make sure it's the man's fault and will never hold the woman accountable. I don't know if y'all heard what Angela Yee Jr. did and how people are canceling her now, also known as Kendra G. So she was on a live with this man, right? And he was explaining how he was SA'd by his ex and basically brought a child into this world, which was an anchor baby because she was a foreigner. He explains how he got drunk, they doing a do, and when it was time to release, she wrapped around him. And Kendra G denies all of that happened and made up reasons on why he's lying about his own life. This happens a lot more than people think. It even happened to me. And the girls will literally tell you why they wouldn't want a child and give you a whole list and then turn around and try to trap you just like that. So in a situation like that, essentially she is stealing a seed and then holding us hostage in order to have control over someone else, because there was never a real intent to have an actual family with the man, in turn not even giving him a decision to even be there the way he wants to be there. Situation like this is actually betrayal because the agreement was broken. So people are starting to wake up to the fact that creators such as Kendra G are the ones placing negative thinking into the air and brainwashing women, especially younger women, not to think on their own and just follow the hive mind, which is actually an evil spirit that teaches them anything that they do isn't their fault. It's always the man, teaching them that bad is actually good, a complete reversal of the natural order. So I think it's time we start canceling people that's in the business of canceling families. They're narcissistic, extremely selfish, and lacks empathy, and they'll do anything for that bread. And that includes leading humanity into the underworld. And also, I want y'all to think about the Moore show, and also the court shows, right? Specifically the DNA parts. It's literally the same playbook to help instill that program in our heads. So as we always see in the shows, the woman can bring any man she feel like it to the show for a test. And this man could believe that that's not his child. He can have proof and all of her cheating and treating him wrong. But guess what? The audience is gonna boo him no matter what. Meanwhile, she putting on guys, she putting on her kids that he's the baby father. And the results come out not the father over half the time on TV and in real life. On these shows that a dude decide to say, "Oh, I told you so," guess what? He's still getting booed. And there's gonna be people telling him that he can't talk to women like that. Like she just didn't alter his life by doing what she was doing. Then on the woman's side, she's always comforted. Again, even if she altered the man's life and the child's life, when she was the one that had control of the situation. Like, how is it fair that anyone can avoid accountability on that level? If you avoid accountability on something that serious, things much smaller don't seem like anything. And that's exactly why it's continuing to go on. Because these evil people are supporting destruction. They refuse to leave the Matrix programming. So all the people that reach millions with negativity will have to pay for the damages they caused on people's soul by all the mental abuse they're promoting. I hope y'all picked up what I put down. Anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Hey.
I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the pregnancy scares I experienced with other I'm gonna say with partners, right? Only one of them was actually like real legit. Like this chick was freaking 4 months pregnant. She ended up getting an abortion, but we ain't speak in a while because like I'm telling her like, yo, bro, like what? Like, what you mean? Like, so I'm young. Anyhow, she hit me up out the blue one time, like, yo, I was 4 months pregnant and the baby was a boy, but I got an abortion. So you would have been a father. And I'm just like she hit me up with that out the blue. I'm like, wow, like I didn't even know how to respond to her. I'm just like, okay. That's the last time me and that girl really like interacted, spoke, things like that. But yeah, that's probably of all my quote unquote pregnancy scares, that was probably the only one that was like real legit, actually legit. That I had proof of, like, you feel me? Like 4 months, she actually went to the clinic, XYZ, things of that nature. But let's keep going. Pardon.
Whenever people ask me what a reptilian is, I tell them this, and I want you to hear me, and I want you to hear me carefully, all right? When you take a look in the Bible, you have angels. And out of the group of angels, you have angels that look like a wide variety of, creatures. You have the 4 living creatures. You have the seraph. It's intriguing to me because whenever you take a look at the Hebrew word that's utilized for seraph, it's fiery flying serpent. And these are ones with God. You have serpentine angels that are with God. But remember, there were some angels that fell with Satan. I would not be surprised if some of the angels that fell, some of them were seraph. In addition to that, when you go in the book of Revelation, Satan is called the big red dragon.
So that ties into the Seraphi and Seraphim, for the M is malevolent. But let's keep going.
Which can translate into serpent. So you have angels fallen as well that take on draconian, serpentine imagery. Now, with that being said, fallen angels are definitely wicked. They definitely like blood sacrifice. And you hear people that talk about the reptilians say they rule the world, they're over the world and stuff. You want to know something intriguing? The Bible says that Satan is the god of this age, the god of this world. That doesn't mean that he's God Almighty, but it means that he's the ruler of this age, and he blinds the minds of those that he's involved with. Every time I hear somebody talk about a reptilian, it reminds me of what the Bible says. I don't get into conspiracy theories like that, though there is truth to a lot, not all. I'm not obsessed over them. I look at, how I can align it with scripture, historically and all that. But a lot of things, when you take a look at the one with the reptilian, it lines up with scripture for fallen angels. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, power, spirits of wickedness in heavenly places. And one of the words they're utilized for there is governments. We wrestle against demons and satanic spirits and fallen angels behind governments as well. That's what they say that reptilians are in link to. So a few things in perspective, all right? If you like content like this, you can follow for more. Now, the final 3 days of March, we're doing a 3-day class on dream interpretation, teaching about dream symbolism. Going to have a mini symbolism definition guide on there. Going to be teaching how to discern dreams from God versus the enemy, as well as how to respond when God gives you a dream, the structure of dreams that God gives, and a lot more. To join, click the link in my story or bio, and it's pre-recorded. So if you work, you have the links to all
books.
Okay, that's the end of the presentation, folks. I mean, we finished it. I think that was pretty cool. We was chilling. I think it wasn't too shabby. We was chilling. Not too shabby, eh? Yo, I remember the ring, the elemental ring that was saying shit, man. The name of it was called Paisan. You feel me? Paisan. Anyhow, it is my intention that you're in a wonderful, magnificent mood if you wasn't already having a wonderful, magnificent rotation. You know what I'm saying? Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only, and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. View discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment. You know what I'm saying? I'm highly grateful, and thankful for all you guys who've been rocking out. Feel me? Rocking out from the beginning, liking the videos, commenting, watching, and catching every single presentation. Highly grateful, and thankful for you guys rocking out, man. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe to the notification bell so that we're notified when we go up. Anyone and everyone who has ever sown a seed with me It will be returned 100-fold as the Most High choosing you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly, because it's all about divine support. I just want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks, peace, and prosperity you and yours. Hope you know it never goes unnoticed. Really does help the channel, the foundation, the well-being. You know what I'm saying? Much, much, much gratitude, much abundance upon you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For the people in the back, for the weirdos in the back, for bro in the back, sis in the back who draws too damn tight, panties always in a bunch. Remember, we watch these clips as a form of escaping external chaos going on outside of ourselves, because we are all experiencing our own individual realities. So, therefore, leave it on the ground for someone else to pick it up if you don't resonate. Better yet, you don't got to be here. You choose to. Remember that before you fix your list to say something stupid. Yo, Haven, I love y'all. I'm in love with y'all. Y'all know what's up. Love and unity, balance and harmony, all of that. Razzle dazzle, all of it in a nutshell. Yes. Protect yourself, protect your energy. You feel me? Align your chakras, align your energy, do all of that good stuff, man. Get outside in the sun if it's sunny where you at. Ground, don't be shy, don't be scared to put your feet in the soil. Not literally, you don't gotta bury your feet in the soil, but take your shoes and socks off for a little bit. You feel me? A little 20, 30 minutes out the time when you out there. Sun gaze, things like that. Anyhow, I love y'all, man. I'm up out of here. I'll see y'all in the next presentation. I'm going. Love and unity. I'm out.